What's up, folks? Welcome to another, what do we got? Counts of Constructed, Princes of Pioneer video here. This is Ethan, aka Lord Tupperware, and we're messing around in the Pioneer streets. Getting ready for the Pro Tour, but we're in a bit of a weird holding pattern, right? Because MKM is out. Like, it's all been revealed, and so there's a lot of theory crafting happening, a little bit of maybe testing with proxies, but otherwise, we won't really know how that format is going to mess around with things. It looks like there will be some additions to decks, some upgrades, but I don't know about whole new tier 1 archetypes. For now, I'm really into this Blue Red Ensoul deck. So when last we met, we were what? We were on Rakdos Sacrifice, right? Went on a journey. I played a bunch with Rakdos Sacrifice, played a bunch with Blue-White Control, Yorion, Big Blue-White. Played a bunch with Mono-Black Waste Knot. And now I'm messing around with Blue Red Ensoul. And despite my current streak with this deck is not great, came out of the gates pretty hot with a nice record in my first 3 leagues and been struggling since then. But I really like this deck. It feels very intuitive to me as a limited player. I think it's got a nice, like, proactive game plan with a lot of reactive pieces. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at. So here's the deal with this deck. The deck is very much working backwards from 20 with 4 copies of Shrapnel Blast, sack an artifact, deal 5 to any target, and 4 copies of Ensoul Artifact, 2 mana, enchant an artifact. It's a 5/5 in addition to its other types. And then we just got a bunch of ways to make derpy artifacts, right? 4 copies of Spyglass Siren, 4 copies of Voldaren Epicure, Combat Courier as well. And then, of course, the sort of what I feel like is one of the most powerful things to do in Pioneer at the moment is Inti Copter. Inti is just pretty busted, period, but it in conjunction with Copter, because you get the 2 triggers, right? And also Inti with other discard outlets like Blood from the Epicures and Fable is very good too. I mean, basically, if you're playing Mountain or any sort of red sources in your deck and you're not playing Fable, like, you have to be asking yourself why. I think Fable's very good. There's also a different version of this deck that has Reckless Bushwhacker, which is the Surge 2/1. If the Surge cost was paid, everything gets +1/+0 in haste. And then 4 copies of Gleeful Demolition, which is a red mana, single red spell that blows up an artifact. And if you control the artifact, you get 3/1/1 goblins. So there's a sort of like super, like, more hyper aggro version and a little bit more, I mean, just value version with the Fables. And then the last 2 slots are kind of up for grabs here. And if I didn't just finish talking about, like, why Inti Copter is so busted, like, you have Inti in play, you attack with Copter, you get the Inti trigger, right? Discard a card, exile a card you can play until end of turn with Inti, get that +1/+1 counter as well. Also, then Copter triggers, you draw, discard, and then Inti exiles another card. You can get just a ton of value with 1 Inti Copter attack. Lands are pretty much settled. The 4 Darksteel Citadels and then 18 other options here. We'll have some thoughts in the video about some slight tweaks. This list has been championed by the Pioneer trophy leader, Oaf McNamara. He's been playing it quite a bit to some really good success, certainly more than I've had, despite my enjoyment of the deck. And tweaks I've made to his list are, I've added an island to the main deck for the blue-white matchup, which is the main thing I'm trying to shore up. I think going into the Pro Tour, blue-white control has a big target on its back, and not in terms of, like, I think it's assumed to be tier 1, and so I think is likely to show up a lot, and people are also likely to be ready for that matchup a lot. So it'll be interesting to see where that shakes out. But the big blue-white decks play some Field of Ruins, right? Some ways to blow up lands. And as you can see, without this island, you only have 1 basic land to go find. So I think a second basic land is just good for that in general. But specifically, it's been important to be able to hold up Spell Pierce against blue-white. Like, it really stinks when they can blow up one of your lands and then you can't go find an island to hold up Spell Pierce against them. Speaking of blue-white and Spell Pierce, the last 2 spots I've changed. Oaf McNamara had 2 copies of Bomat Courier in the main. I think over many matches, I maybe cracked Bomat Courier once. So decided to grab 2 of the Spell Piercers from the sideboard and put them in the main deck. I think also, theoretically, with open deck lists, like, 2 Spell Pierces are good for 2 ways. One, you have Spell Pierces in your main deck, so your opponent has to respect them game 1. Or has to have them in mind game 1. And 2, you'll know what you're against, so you'll know if Spell Pierce is like good in your opener, you want to hold it up, if it's something easy to pitch, etc. So I've been messing around with 2 Spell Pierces main. Let's look at the sideboard. It's a Gigantha deck. Gigantha doesn't come up that often, gonna be honest. Like, the deck has a ton of velocity filtering, whatever, that you often just don't hit your 5 mana. You often don't have time for this. To the blue-white matchup, 2 other Spell Pierces, 2 copies of Treasure Cruise, which are great against blue-white and great against red-black mid, and a second copy of Otawara. Temporary Lockdown is this deck. Like, that's the reason that blue-white is the problem for this deck, is Temporary Lockdown. It's not, oh gosh, it's going to get No More Lies, it's getting another good counterspell, blue-white. It doesn't matter. All of your cards are terrible. No More Lies is not the thing against this deck. It's Temporary Lockdown. So bouncing Lockdown with an enchantment or end of turn to be able to get back your stuff is quite nice. I think the Fries are wrong, but I've been playing 2 copies of Fry. Can kill Amalia in Amalia combo, and it's quite good against blue-white control. But again, should you be playing Lithomatic Barrage instead because it's 1 mana? You'll see in this run that Fry being 2 mana is going to come up against a different deck. 3 copies of Rampaging Ferocidon, a big nod towards the Amalia matchup. And then I guess also a nod towards Rakdos Sacrifice. 2 copies of Hazoret the Fervent, excellent against blue-white control. Don't attack into Wandering Emperor, and they can basically never kill this. And very good against Rakdos midrange as well. And then 2 Hearses for graveyard stuff. Probably not Rakdos midrange, but Rakdos Sacrifice for Cat Oven, and Kroxa, Phoenix, obviously, and Lotus Field, which this deck already has a pretty good matchup against. So we're going to run this through a league and see how it goes. Enjoy. All right, match 1. Would I like to play first? Yes. Grab Jeffrey from the board. Let's see what we can't do. Looks like we are also up against Gigantha, which I think for a while I would be like, oh, who knows? But I think at this point it's the mirror. It could be Sacrifice. So this hand is pretty good, right? Epicure into Copter into Fable with Ensoul and Citadel waiting in the wings at some point. Opening hands really matter. Opening sequencing really matters. Sequencing is incredibly important with anything in Pioneer. I was saying this to a friend of mine the other day, which was just that, you know, in Limited you can, we'll start with Den, Epicure. In Limited you can make a mistake and it might set you back, whatever, but like it's rare that, okay, so it's Sacrifice. This is unfortunately a bad matchup, I think. It's not a very popular deck. It's not a deck that I'm super worried about like having a bad matchup against, but obviously like we do a lot of sacrificing with this deck. So here, and this is also something you really want to, I've made this mistake before, like if we want to Ensoul on 3, which I think we do, we could also Ensoul this blood token. It's so likely that they have push here, right? When you think about a Rakdos Sacrifice deck keeping an opener and them not having Cat, Oven, Witness, Thoughtseize, like they probably have push or nothing, which is also great for us. I guess that could also be, oh wow, Crypt tap. What the heck? All right, this feels like we may just buy this game from them. So we're gonna Ensoul Citadel and win. I'm not crazy about crewing Copter here because I just think it's so likely that they have push. But again, getting like, I don't know, maybe they don't. Getting them to, yeah, it looks like not because they would have stopped me from looting. Yes, and I mean, if I keep Epicure, we have the chance to just win next turn, right? 8 in the air and then 2 from Epicures. I guess we'll ship Citadel then. Sorry, my thoughts are scattered here as Constructed is not my forte. But I was saying, like, small mistakes in Limited, you can rarely just be like, oh, I just made this. Nice. Okay, Torch makes sense. Well, we still have Lethal next turn if we play our cards right, quite literally. Like, just play Fable. Oh, Cat. Okay. Lethal is gone. It's probably Deadly Dispute, too. It's my guess. Ooh. Well, that changes things. Inti Copter is too good. And they could have removal for Inti, and that's fine. But, like, we're not giving up lethal, and the ceiling of this play is so high. We also get to give Citadel Trample, which is sick. So we're going to pitch one Epicure. Citadel gets Trample. Shrapnel Blast gets exiled. That's kind of annoying, but fine. Yes, we will loot with Copter. All right, they're off it. Okay, great. In Constructed, small mistakes really matter, is the point I'm trying to make with all this babbling. Like, small mistakes just really matter. Maybe I should switch over to the screen for sideboarding. Yeah. Like the other day I accidentally plus Liliana. I was playing Rakdos midrange. Plus Liliana. But what I should have done was played Bitter Triumph, discarded the land in my hand. Then I would have been Hellbent, then plus Liliana. Some small sequencing error. I mean, maybe not small. I mean, it was big because it ended, like, the 3 life that I had to pay for that Bitter Triumph is what lost me that game. And it's just like stuff like that, like, oh, do we have a little, oh, Jonah's just standing up. Okay, well, this video may not be long for this world. We'll see. Okay, so Pierces, I think, are out. Though, that was my thought yesterday when I faced this deck for the first time. And the more I'm thinking about it, like, they are choked on mana. Countering Fable is good. Countering Deadly Dispute is pretty good. Maybe we just bring in the Pierces, lean into that life. The other thoughts are that Hazarets are not, are basically like a 1-card Splinter Twin against Red-Black. They have infinite chumps, though. I kind of just like cutting 2 Ensouls. And the reason, and we could also think about bringing in Cruzes against them on the draw. We could also think about Oh, I should be bringing in Ferocidons. Duh. And Hearses. Okay. Sideboarding on the fly here. All right, then I'm going to bring out all the Ensouls. I want to play Ferocidons and Hearses, and I need 3 cuts. Kind of want to do like 2 Copter, 1 Fable, 1 Copter, 2 Fable. Yeah, we'll do 2 Copter, 1 Fable. Jonah just dropped his pacifier, so I'm going to have to go back in there at some point. Little goof. Let's try that. Okay. There's my guy. All right, nice. We have Pierce for... they mulled to 6. We have Pierce for Fable on 3 or Deadly Dispute Shenanigans on 3. So we'll probably lead... What, Courier, Pierce. We'll see what's up. I guess with them leading on Seer Step instead of Blight Step, that means that they have Torch. Don't love this getting torched. Might just play Canal here and pass. Also, having Courier in hand with Fable, like, Courier is a great card to pitch to Chapter 2 of Fable. They might also just play, like, Oven here, and we get to bink it, which also feels good. This is how I have to play. Like, I have to play like I'm making a video, and I just never do. But the lines for this deck are so tight. I think I like Siren and Crack the Map here rather than play Courier. We could just draw a land. Love to see it. Okay. There's Fable. That's fine. I got my own coming, baby. Oh, we definitely trade, right? Because then you just don't get to play anything until your next end step. Yeah. That seems like a mistake from our opponent. Yep. Citadel Fable. Seems good. Oh. Go back to this view over here. Discarding 2 lands, Cliffs and Springs, okay. Again, I think I just trade. If they had a Mayhem Devil, they probably would have played it pre, but sure. Thoughtseize take Shrapnel Blast, not a big deal. We're playing a long game anyway. It kind of makes me wish I had Cruise, but whatever. There's Cat. Without an Oven, maybe Dispute is the last card. Siren is nice. At this point, I do think I am still going to pitch Courier. We'll keep Otawara as a spell. Oh, good. And we draw 2 lands. Good God. Siren. Probably just buy Gigantha at this point. Such a rarity, but take the opportunity to do so. The deck often has an issue with a 5/5, you know. We do have to find an answer for Reflection, but we'll get there. I won't trade with Cat because, you know, they have ways to bring it back. Land. They buy Gigantha here. Yeah. They're going to steal my idea. Okay. This could also be the rare activate Den life. There's no way I'm going to bounce Reflection. And it's not that good for them yet. I think we can just play Gigantha and attack with Siren. Cause like, other than, I mean, I don't know. I haven't played this deck in a while, so I don't know if they play Bitter Triumphs somewhere in the 75. But otherwise, this is a pretty tough, like, 5-drops are tough for these decks to deal with that rely on Fatal Push and Torches as their interaction. Yep, you're going to play your own. Now, I can always bounce it, right, if we're worried about it. Could bounce it and smash, though they then can just copy Cat. Oh, hello, Hearse. Hearse is nice. What to do, what to do. Start with a map, I guess. Combat Courier can go to the bin. Probably just play Citadel. Could also Reflection. The Siren. Seems pretty good. Reflection, Siren. Get that map. Map this. Compact Courier into the bin again, thank you. Play Citadel. I might just Otawara this Gigantha here and get to smash. I think I like that the best. And they can copy cat if they want, but this is a pretty big hit. Yeah, they're going to copy cat, chump. But we get to burn their treasure and time walk them a little bit, which I'm into. And hearse is nice if they ever get a little frisky with a cauldron or a, what's it called? Deadly Dispute. Not a cauldron, witch's oven. It's an oven, Dad. You don't have time for my illusions. Attack with cat. Looks like that means we're playing Gigantha again. Yeah. Such ginger tapping. Tapping so gingerly. There she is, Miss America. Copy Siren. Oh, Jonah, baby boy, just go to sleep, bud. Pump Gigantha? Is that right? No, we pumped the flyer still. Because I think they're so likely to just block with, you know, play Ruins, play Ferocidon here. And then smash. This forces them to make a copy of cat now if they want. I feel dumb that I didn't bring in Ferocidon the last time I played against this deck, but you live, you learn. Okay. Smash. I guess I could be worried about them attacking me with Gigantha, but I feel like I'm in the driver's seat here, especially now. Like, I've got so many things they need to deal with. Like, they have to deal with Ferocidon, they have to deal with Reflection, they have to deal with flyers. Alright, I am going to go deal with Jonah. BRB, folks. Alright, here we're back. Ferocidon's going to deal us a damage and them a damage, or familiar rather, with the Ferocidon trigger. Wow. That's a lot of damage. Am I dead? 6, 11, 12, 13. I go to 1 here. Oh, no, they can't attack with that cat. All right. I go to 2. Actually, going to 2 is quite relevant because it means I can activate Reflection. Yeah, that's nice. Go ahead and exile a couple things with Hearse. Can pop this back. Yeah. Boop. Boop. So, copy Ferocidon. So they're going to block Gigantha, copy Ferocidon, activate Den, Crew Hearse. That's lethal. Okay. I guess I could also activate Ramunap Ruins. That I think wouldn't kill me. Okay. We're good. All right. 1 is not 0, but 1 is the amount of wins that we have. Sick. All right, here we are for match 2. Yes, I'd like to play first. Man, winning the die roll. What a life. Oh, 80 card Yorion. So could be control, could be like Beans to Light or whatever. It's a pretty good hand. My inclination is to keep this, but it really needs 2 lands to function. It's so appealing to just be able to go Courier on 1 and have the possibility of Ensoul the Courier on 2. With Pierce up for lockdown the following turn. I think I'm going to do it. This I am unclear about. Make a note for myself. They're mulliganing to 6. Okay. I think any Yorion deck is a tough matchup for us. Let's go ahead and play Canal. Play Courier. We'll learn pretty quickly what kind of deck we're up against. Oh, it's Beans to Light. Okay. Land? Copterino. All right. Makes the Ensoul plan a lot less enticing because they have Chain to the Rocks and Ley Lines. They cannot Ley Line here, but they can Chain. Okay. Land. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I think this almost certainly means they have a removal spell. Like them casting Chain on 1 Courier, I think means that they almost certainly have to have another Chain or... Oh, do you have Lockdown? Looks like yes. Apparition on Courier. That's terrible, yeah. Well, I wouldn't have been able to pierce that, but they definitely would have apparitioned Copter. Land? Epicure. All right, we will play Copter. Oh, this could also be Enigmatic. Yeah, wow. Your one-ofs showing up handily. Yeah, this is a bad matchup. Obviously. Land? Bueller? I don't even know if I draw a land if I'm supposed to tap out of Pierce. Hopefully I'm not put in that spot. They're going to go for Enigmatic or... I guess this could also be Bring to Light. I don't think it is, though. Okay, cool, 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 cool. It's alright. Nothing that I do triggers ETBs anyway, right? Yeah, I gotta just dig for Fable, but I think we can basically pack this in. Sure. What's crazy is that, like, this game isn't unwinnable with them at 11, but it's mostly unwinnable. Like, I can't kill Elish Norn in this deck. I do not have ways in the 75 to interact with 7 toughness cleanly. You bought Yorian. You think we have to be dead, right? Yeah. I think we can pack it in. All right. That's fine. It's a very good deck. So, I like fries. I wonder if I'm supposed to like cruises. I wonder if I'm supposed to like Ferocidons. Odawara is another way to deal with excuse me, to deal with like Elish Norn for a turn, something like that. Ensouls are out, and with Ensouls being out, we can swap Citadel for Odawara. Number 2. Second and third Spell Pierce. I mean, countering an Enigmatic or countering a Fires of Invention is pretty good. I think I like the second Pierces. Do we like fries? I don't know. Kind of like cruises. Kind of like Ferocidons are probably important. Even though they're going to be able to answer them pretty cleanly. I don't know. On the play, I like Ferocidons. And then maybe cut a Copter. It's a lot of... It's just the issue with this is that it's so many 3s. I think if we're bringing in all 3 Ferocidons, we have to cut a Fable. Okay. Let's give that a whirl. Blowing up. Phone's blowing up. Would I like to play first? Yes. My name is Jeff. Okay. We will keep them all to 6 again. Sort of the issue with, like, my experience with those kinds of decks, with those mana bases, is you do end up mulliganing a lot, but you also just, like, refill so easily. And you hit land so easily, but you just got to be prepared to mulligan a lot with those decks, I think. Not like to oblivion, but from 7 to 6 for sure. All right, Inti. That, I think... This isn't always something I'm unsure of, but I often do just pitch. Like, I'm okay. I'm like, Citadel puts a counter on this for free. Obviously, exiling Blast is not ideal, but certainly that's what Combat Courier does best, is just goes to the yard. Now they're going to shock in, guard in, play Chain to the Rocks. But now the thing is like, they have to chain Inti, but Epicure is now a threat, right? I think similarly, yeah, I'm going to do this and play Fable first. It's like less pressure, more likely answerable by like a Knight of Autumn. But so snowbally if they don't blow it up right now. Yeah, Paths of the World Tree. Setting up your mana, la la la. Get a swamp, so now they have domain. And they can, you know, ley lines cost 1, etc. Steam Vents tapped. Okay. Ooh. I like Otawara. Do I want to pitch anything? I think I must want to pitch something. I think I like the idea of holding up Otawara here. Maybe I pitch nothing. So my thought is if they go for Enigmatic here, or like fires Enigmatic, and then we can bounce Enigmatic, that's just so huge. Maybe that's extremely wrong. The other option is, and the reason I like then pitching nothing is that I have the choices between, if they don't do that, I can just Sokens on and still affect the board. In which case, maybe I pitch Ferocidon this turn and keep the 2 spell lands. That feels crazy. Second Fable is fascinating. Does second Fable change anything? I don't think so. I think we're going with the plan here. And there's Swamp. Fires. Oh my god. Am I just good or what? Are we just good at this game or what? I mean, this is huge. I think we definitely do this. We don't want them to like be able to sack Path. It's much more tempo. And now we can vent untapped Sokens on, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that matter? That doesn't really matter. Like getting them to 3 versus 5. So then I think I like just playing Fable and playing Vents. Let's go. I don't anticipate winning on the draw against them, but I'm pretty happy with how I navigated that game. Like those are the small decisions. So like I think it's you really I think are almost always supposed to, when you play 1-drop on 1, Inti on 2, just discard for a free, or not free, but discard for a +1/+1 counter to Inti. Because they have to, like, whoever your opponent is, has to answer Inti. They're so incentivized to answer Inti. And then you're left with a derpy 2/2. I didn't love the Ferocidons there, but I'm not really equipped. I definitely like them over Fables on the draw. Fable on the draw seems woefully too slow. Everything seems woefully too slow in this matchup on the draw. It's possible I'm supposed to try and YOLO Ensouls on the draw. But they're just gonna they're gonna find Knights and Apparitions so easily, I would think. But otherwise, if the game gets to turn 5, I just don't know how I'm winning, and this is how I stop that from happening. And it puts a pinch on them as well. I think Fables are too slow. I'm gonna just do that. And then does that mean I liked that Otawara there, but I probably then need to just have Citadel and play an extra land, and then we're just playing a Ferocidon. At which point it should probably just be Fable anyway. I don't think the Ferocidons are that good here. Okay. We'll try that. Overboarding. He's overboarding. I forgot to switch the view from sideboarding. Oh yeah, the torches are atrocious. How did I let these stay in the deck? Opponent kept. So this hand is Den. I like that we have outs to Ensoul Citadel. I don't like that we don't have blue mana. I like that we have Pierce. We have looks at blue mana with blood. I'm gonna keep. Okay. Ketria Triome. And no Chain to the Rocks. That's good. I think just getting in for 5 here is what we do, right? Yeah, we just get in. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to have an answer for this, but like sort of forces them to do so. Poho, okay. Nice. What's nice is that we can pierce a ley line. Yeah, that's really nice. And pitch Torch for sure, right? Or just pitch Courier? Probably just pitch Courier. Torch can still, like, they have cheap, like, they have things that die to Torch. And even though they'll have an ETB. Shock. Fire's Enigmatic. Okay. Fire's Enigmatic, go get what? Fire's Portable Hole. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So you're telling me there's a chance. I don't have double blue mana to do this, so I'm going to Siren. Map. 1, 2. So close. Not pay 2. Attack for 2. You are close to dead. La 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 la. Path. That's spell number 1. I guess this means they can buy Yorion, play Yorion. Flicker that Portable Hole. Flicker Path. What was the third one? What was this? Oh, they flicker. Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah. Chained. Okay. Yeah, this is now tough, but not, like, impossible. All I have to do is find 2 damage. That's it. The issue is that they can pop Path next turn with an untapped land. Or, no, in 2 turns. 2 turns. Okay. Okay. What do we got? Copter. Copter is something. Play Copter. Omen on upkeep. Okay. Island in hand. Well, I mean, if they find life gain, we are screwed. 2 top, we lose. Just wondering if I'm supposed to Shrapnel Blast now. Because what are my outs? I think I am supposed to Shrapnel Blast Sack Citadel now. Because the game is unwinnable when they untap, right? They're going to gain this life. They're going to crack path. The game's unwinnable. So we have out to, if we play Blast Sack Citadel, we have our draw step. We also have Courier, Crew, Loot. We also have Courier, Crew, Sack, and Loot if it's an untapped land. So, or no, that's not true. Courier. If it's a land. All right. We're going to blast and we're going to Sack Citadel. So close to doing something. It is an untapped land, though. But that doesn't matter. So we Courier. Crew. I might as well play this. I don't think there's any reason not to. Attack. Yes. Oh, that's game. GG's. All right. I mean, it's not like deterministic, I guess, but it basically is. Oh, Raminap was an out I hadn't considered. Raminap is a reason to not. Oh, and also, someone I'm testing with had mentioned swapping out Den for Ruins #2. Okay. And in this specific instance, would that have been enough? Would have sacked Copter instead and then needed to draw an untapped land, which we did. Just does increase your outs, right? Then you have... Okay. Den for Ruins #2. I'm in for that. I'm trying to think of something else. No, I think that's it. Okay, sweet. 1-1. All right, here we are for match 3. Opponent's got Gigantha. Again, I usually assume this is the mirror. Spell Pierce is excellent in the mirror. We also just have a really good hand period of Siren, Ensoul the Map, Fable. So I like this. Again, could be Sacrifice. Be weird if, like, is Sacrifice making a resurgence? I haven't seen Sacrifice in leagues and leagues and leagues. And then it was my last match of my previous league and then first match of this league. For a while, you just assumed when you saw Gigantha that it was Convoke. But Convoke basically is what we're playing against. Okay. I think we have a heinous Convoke matchup. Yeah. heinous Convoke matchup. They chump for days. Wouldn't that have been nice? Our mana base kills us. I guess we... Siren? I thought Convoke was dead and gone, but perhaps not. Definitely block. Happily. The issue here is that, like, oh no. So they're just trying to find one of their 8 big baddies. Spell Pierce is so bad here too. I guess we're on Ensoul. I feel like I kind of have to be on Ensoul and attack, which I hate. Because, like, either they smash because they don't care, or I'm chumping is, I think, good for me. Like, I just need bodies off the board. So yeah, they're digging for one of the 8 payoffs here. Blood away a mountain. They're flooding pretty hard, it looks like. Do you have a 5-drop now? No. Okay. Oh, actually, you still could. Now we have the chance to, like, yeah, we can do this. I'll attack, and hopefully I'm hoping they block, and then we can torch. Okay, they don't block now. So I mean, we shock and play Fable. What if it's if I shock and play Fable, I do set myself up to be able to possibly win with double blast. Okay, let's do that. Like, I can't beat Recruiter. Blood away another land. Yeah. And if they do end up trying to convoke something, then we have a chance. Yeah, I can't be Recruiter, right? I'm not literally dead here. Oh wait, if they go for it, if they go to put me to 1, and I draw like Citadel, we could do it. Maybe kind of, sorta. That's game. Great. Yes, let's loot away Torch and Pierce. Play Citadel. Attack for 5. Wow, stolen. Holy cow. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right, Pierces are abysmal. Ferocidons? Question mark? The problem is that, like, we're just dead by the time anything is happening. Maybe the Fries are actually okay against their 4/4s. I could see that. Get rid of Copters. Because Ferocidons could also hurt me just as bad, you know? But I do like the idea of Ferocidon being in play and them trying to, like, Gleeful Demo or whatever. Two and 2. Try that. Just turn my phone off. All right, Jaggy. Gigantha just for intimidation. Think I have to mulligan this. Well, do I? They mulliganed. Yeah, I think so. I want torches in my opener, right? Oh, God. Ay, ay, ay. Seems worse, but I will keep and ship a Ferocidon. Maybe I needed to go to 5 here to find a torch. Blue. Well, it is a 1-drop. It's not a 1-drop that messes with Inspector, but it is a 1-drop. Warden, triple tap. Okay. Scry what? Bottom. Okay. Oh. Citadel, Inti. Smash, pitch, Siren. Oh. Torch, Inti, rip. Okay. Yeah, I'm not blocking. Shock, play our Convoking out a buddy. And it's not the scarier one, but they're all scary at this point. There's the Fry. This is now more important to kill, it feels like. But also mana efficiency. Maybe we Fable first just to try and get some loots going and chump with a courier. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're definitely frying the Warden next turn. Attack, attack. Goes opponent. Chump, locks it on. Okay. I would discard Ferocidon at this point. Okay. Fry. Attack? Question mark? Do I want this treasure? I also like getting them to 15. Like, getting your opponent to multiples of 5 with this deck is so important. Then we play Siren. And then am I chumping? Uh-oh. Battlefield Forge. Oh no. Just getting 1 creature, okay. And they get, wait, 2? Hold on. You may reveal up to 2 creatures with mana value X or less. I see. They get Epicure, Epicure. Okay. I think then I can go to 10. Leaving the Siren alive seems important because it can actually attack. I'll have 2 chump blockers at least next turn. There's Vents. So my gut is to map the Siren. We could also... Shrapnel Blast costs 3. But then I can unearth the Courier. Alright, I'm going to map the Siren. Put Shrapnel Blast into my graveyard? No. Seven, 8. Okay. So if I unearth Courier and attack all, they block Shaman. They take 3. I just can't do that. They're gonna have Epicure. Oh, but what I have the possibility of doing is cloning Siren. So if I shock in Steam Vents, I don't even have to shock in Steam Vents. Yes, I do. If I shock in Steam Vents, I can chump with Den and Goblin Shaman on the 2 4/4s. I take 4 from the ground creatures. The only issue with this is that Shrapnel Blasts cost 3. And so I need 6 mana the following turn, which I can do. No, I can't do. I need more than that because I'm trying to copy Siren. This is so tricky. It feels like I'm so close. What if we know a Shrapnel Blast is coming. What if we Shrapnel Blast this Knight instead? Get in for 4, get a treasure. No, it's not good enough. Do I want to be chumping with Reflection? It's not bad. Then does that open up a Den attack? Den attack doesn't really matter. I think I probably just lose this game. It's close though. If they didn't have Thalia, I think it would be possible. If they didn't have Thalia, it would definitely be possible. If Thalia was just like whatever. Okay, Epicure. I'm at 8. I have to have 2 blockers for the 4/4s. I think I just can't quite do it. If we Courier. Okay, sorry. If I play Courier, smash with those 3, sack a Citadel to kill Knight, get in for 5. We have Shrapnel Blast left over. We chump with Reflection. The problem is that they're gonna have 2 blockers on the ground. Ugh. Stupid Thalia. Is there also a world where I just go into full turtle mode and just Shrapnel Blast, Knight Errant? Double block Loxodon. Take 4. And they have 2 blood and a clue. Like, they're just going to dig out of this so fast, but... Shrapnel Blast, Knight Errant. Yeah, I think after all this tanking, I'm just going to play Vents tapped and pass. It's crazy that I could do it if it wasn't Thalia. Is that true, though? Wait. Yeah, because I could attack with Siren. No. Yes, Chump. Yeah, shock in, Chump with Bugbear. And at this point, then, I think Reflection is more important. So we do this, this, this. Sack a treasure. Double block locks it on. Or can I afford to take 6? Because then I have something to copy. No. Take 6. Have something to copy, but then I'm dealing with 2 1/1s plus 2 others. If I double block here, take 6, 7, 8. 4 attackers. I have 2 bodies plus a copyable thing, which means I'm not dead then. Can copy the thing. Chump block. Go to 1. I kind of like this, actually. Like, the other Shrapnel Blast is going at Venerated Loxodon. Mm-hmm. Interesting that they played Vantage there. So we're definitely Shrapnel Blasting, so we have 2 mana left over. It means we're copying Siren. I have to do it on their turn. The copy goes in front of Thalia. The 2/2 goes in front of Epicure. We go to 1. And this is all on the supposition that they have nothing, which is very unlikely in a deck like this. Boop. So anyway, I started blasting. Sack the map. I think must do. Gleeful demo, yeah, it's savagery. Oh dear. All right, I think there's nothing we can draw here. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Cool puzzle. Very cool puzzle. I do not like Ferocidons over Fables. That is wrong. Like digging to having free ways to dig, a free second body. Free just meaning like that I don't like the fact that I got to flip Fable that turn and have an additional blocker that I could copy stuff. Like I think that's better. So currently I'm just cutting 2 pierces for 2 fries. And this is a matchup where these being 2 mana and not Rending Volleys is really hurting me. So that is something to think about. All right, I'd like to play first. Yes. Blast, Torch, Courier, Copter. Let's go. Keep. Seems like a very good hand. A hand where we can realistically work backwards from 20. With a little help from some shock lands, maybe. So we'll lead on Courier. Courier's Nemesis, 2 toughness. I was just thinking, I wonder if we draw a 1-drop, if we are supposed to. Let's think about it. My gut is no, we're not supposed to torch, get in for 1, play Epicure. It's just so much better to play Copter here. But I think certainly worth considering. There's Vantage. So this is what? Resolute Reinforcements? Citadel? All right. Epicure. 1. Crew. Is this Torch? Sack the Clue? All right, then I am going to torch this and attack with Courier. Oh, I should have sacked Copter in response. So I get the scry. That's a punt. Wow. What a huge punt. They scried top, by the way. Oh, what a huge punt. So scry, like me not doing it doesn't actually matter because they would have drawn it anyway, but I missed the scry. So this is all bad. We want Citadel in play. So yeah, that's really bad. Okay, Den nothing, huh? Gonna blood away the Courier here. Okay. Yes. Again, like getting them to multiples of 5 is so important, especially with what our hand is. Okay. Another spot where I'd just rather that be Ramunap Ruins. This is reinforcements, yeah. Okay. So I just need to find a 3rd blast. Should be easy, right? Fry off the top would be nice too. Thalia and reinforcements is what they revealed. Yeah, Torch is close. but not quite. I don't have any velocity here. All right, I think we're just Den, Block Sack, and Torch Thalia. Oh, right. That's that small mistake stuff I'm talking about. The not sacking Copter to bargain Torch. Interesting. Okay, obviously this resolves. The question is now, do I sack Courier? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 from them. So that does mean that untapped land is lethal with Den. I'm thinking if I have no blockers back. My other option is I can Shrapnel Blast the Loxodon, sack Citadel, but having 2 around doesn't do anything. I'm gonna draw here, I think. Okay, there's Citadel, Torch. I think unfortunately we are in a Unearth Shrapnel Blast of 5/5 position. But like they're not running out of resources, you know? It's not what their deck is prone to do. As I said, I thought this was a nightmare matchup. But we learned something about Torch. Like, this is why we practice. I keep like reminding myself about like, you know, I do like, I want to win. I do want to do well, but like, and so losing in these to like mistakes like that, I'm like, it sucks. But that's why you practice, right? So you don't make those mistakes when it matters. And like as soon as you're spewing a Shrapnel Blast on a 5/5, you're just done, I think. I don't quite know how we can come back. Torch. And I guess take 6 and cry. Just a dangled 4/4. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pack it in. I mean, I guess we're like not technically dead, but we are technically dead. All right. All right, match 4. Win that die roll. Grab Gigantha. No lands. Must mulligan. Well, we've got Splinter Twin. That's a keep for sure. get rid of Reef. Shock in Vents. Play Courier. There are some, like, there are some matches where I will Ensoul immediately. What is this? Is this the I'm prepping for the Butts deck? Well, now I wish I had kept that other land, huh? I think I'm just gonna Ensoul this now. I don't really know what Brushland into Llanowar Elves is, but I think it is likely this. There's like a weird Toughness Matters deck that people are trying to make happen. Voice of Resurgence. Oh, I don't care about that. Oh, believe me, I don't care about that. Torch the Voice. Attack for 5. And the problem is that, like, the only cards that I don't want right now are the cards that I've drawn over the Shivan Reef. Every other card I have used, but perhaps I should have shipped Citadel. Yeah, just shock yourself a couple more times. Sort of the unfortunate thing about playing leagues is that sometimes you just run into decks that, like, aren't decks. Beseiju the Courier. This is okay, right? Yeesh. Events. Tapped. Sure. Epicure. Siren. Map the Siren. Do I want to put Inti into my yard? No. Though I guess I don't actually get trampled, but we have lethal in the air right now. That doesn't matter. Yeah, I was just saying, like, you just like run into deck. Like, this is not a deck. Like, I don't know what this is. This is like green-white cards at this point. But we are gonna attempt to win. Oh, we do not win. Iganjo. But you shocked yourself. Okay. Bazinga. All right. Okay. Pierces out. Hazoret's in. Very unclear what this deck is, but yeah, I'll try that. All right, I like this hand a lot. Siren on 1. Like, evasive threats seem good against them, so Siren on 1, Copter on 2, either Epicure or Fable to crew Copter on 3. It's very good. And no elf from them. I shouldn't need to torch that just yet. Like, they shouldn't be able to I don't know what sort of 3-drop, 3-power hasty thing they could have, but otherwise they shouldn't be able to draw a card off that. And the following turn I can torch it with a map token. Yep, take 3. Well, this just smells to me like Iganjo, based on what we saw last time, but I'm okay with that. We'll still get the loot, and then we can sack the copter as torch fodder. Oh. Werefox Bodyguard. Okay. That's like annoying because I can't attack, but yeah. So, oh wait, I guess I can, because this is the 1-paragraph text. Okay, so we just torch this, and it won't go anywhere. Nice. Get my knot on. Oh God, triples is safe here for sure. Poho on copter. Sure. Shock. Go ahead. How could that be bad against me? How could shocking in a temple garden be bad? It's a temple garden, Michael. What could it cost? Smash. What do I want to, like, if it's Werefox again? It's Werefox again? What am I doing? I'm going to assume it's Iganjo, even though I should assume it's Werefox because you only have one Iganjo. The thing is that, like, so you're going to exile the Siren and block the Epicure. I don't think I care. I'm just on Shrapnel Blast. And, like, yes, I know you can sack Bodyguard to gain 2, right? I'm just not sure that matters. Wow, you got me. What a blowout. And I'm stuck on mana. What am I going to do? Okay. Sure. I'm also at 7. Something to consider, I suppose. I am at 7. I don't really know how that happened. Shrapnel Blast Faced is going to effectively kill Bodyguard. And what perfect timing. Jonah's up from his nap, so we'll finish out this league this afternoon and then post it. Yep. Baby, come back. Do this before they attack so that they can't draw off of Pack Leader. Credit card, you got it. All right, 2/2, but again, not a real contender of a deck here. All right, one more match. All right, match 5. Here we go. Grab Gigantha, get our head straight. I think it's a keep. Tough ton of ones plus Ensoul. Like we have just like possible nut draws with any untapped land, which I guess is all of our lands on turn 2. Oh, this is Phoenix, I guess, which makes me ooh. Let's go. So I guess I'm going to attack. What I don't want to do is Ensoul the map because they have Lightning Axe, possibly. So what I'd like to do is... Could just Copter. No, I think I like Citadel, Epicure, and then just blood away something so that I have Ensoul on Citadel against them, which feels Splinter Twinny. Yep. I guess they have Otawara. Oh, excuse me. Is that a Lightning Axe I see in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Alrighty. Go ahead and blood away. Copter, I think. There's Inti. Land. Alright, we got time. I think that means I'll just play Copter then. This could be playing Scared, I guess, but like it's not really a I don't need to go crazy, you know? And certainly, I guess, with one down, it's something to think about, but... Whoa, nothing on 2? Is this some sort of... a Shreddy. Shredder, but no follow-up. All very interesting. There's Vents. Yeah, so... yes, I'd like to pay. I'd like to Ensoul, and then we'll crew. I mean, oh, you do have Spell Pierce. That's very interesting. Okay. Then I guess we'll crew and map. Combat Courier. Perfect place for you is the graveyard. Hit for 4. Sokenzan. Yeah, we'll ship Siren. I guess I didn't know that these lists run Pierce main, or some number of them. I don't think there's 4 main, but maybe there are. Holding up 2 again. Huh. I think I like shock this, play Inti. Crew. I guess I could have crewed with that. Yeah, you're gonna... This is Lightning Axe. I guess that means I want to Shrapnel Blast Shredder so that I can attack with Siren. Is that what that means? No, that is not what that means. Fable down. It's kind of a bummer, but... If I can't figure out this matchup, I am woefully in trouble, but... I don't feel like we're wrecked just yet. And free the Fae. There's 1 Phoenix down. What'd you grab? Treasure Cruise, yeah. Well, and we're dead. Okay, good. Send all. Now, I don't have lethal next turn unless I... No, I don't have lethal if I draw another Shrapnel Blast. So I assume what I'm supposed to do is this. And just try and find some torches. I guess I could have left back Siren too. Play Citadel. Okay. Well, I don't think post board we get any better, unfortunately. Wow, a pieces and picklock build. I don't know if I've seen that. They chose Fiery Impulse. Yeah, we're dead. Huh. Yep. NT close. All right. That's that game. I don't think I had a window to resolve. What's it called? But definitely played a little too scared. So fries I think are necessary for what's it called? Shredders slash I assume they bring in some amount of drakes. I like hearses for obvious reasons. I like spell pierces. I could see our own cruises being good. I still think Ensouls are good, but because they tax, I still think Ensouls are good. But then what am I? Am I not cutting anything? Could cut the Fables. And that at least makes room for some of these. So one thing that I feel like I'm having trouble with is just some clear, like, who's the beatdown? I think I have to imagine, and when I face decks that have such clear plans like Phoenix or like Amalia, I just always assume that I'm reactive, but I definitely think on the, like, I should be going as proactive as possible, and I don't know if that means bringing in hearses. I think I like cutting Fables, bringing in Fries and Pierce. But, like, that's so reactive, right? And probably not playing hearses is a huge mistake. Two hearses over two copters. I don't know about this one. I'll have to figure it out. I don't quite know how to sideboard against Phoenix, which obviously a problem. Would I like to play first? Yes. Jaggy. Ooh, some serious lag there. Okay. All right. No one drop is bad, but this hand otherwise is good. Like Copter Inti is very good. Having an Ensoul waiting is very good. Canal go. Sleight of hand. Otawara has potential. Okay. Should have played basic lane there. I gotta stop doing that. Okay. And go. Mm-hmm. I almost like buying Gigantha here rather than playing a lone Inti. This hand really developed quite poorly. Absolument. Pretty weak pick lock unless the follow-up here is Cruise, which it looks like it is. Yep. Deck, please. Someone's looking for Lightning Axe and Anger of the Gods. All right, I forgot that they're bringing that in. Would they grab another Prankster? And there's Lightning Axe. But, oh, I was going to say maybe we get them with Inti, and they're just going to pitch Phoenix here. Yep. Phoenix comes in. Yeah. I mean, this has been some of the most abysmal draws I could imagine. Their hand is 8 cards right now. Yeah, we're just so dead. Don't really even know what I could draw here. We'll ship an Ensoul. Yes, we'll get to draw something. Another Ensoul. My God. All right, that's going to do it. We'll call it here. So 2-3 is obviously bad. Not ideal. I still like this deck. I think there's a lot of potential here and a lot of wiggle room. It'll depend. Obviously, we have to see what's going to drop next week. And we've got some notes here for myself, like... I think we want Raymond Apparunes number 2. Interesting about Rending Volley versus Fry. And I think just got to figure out how we're sideboarding against Phoenix. / maybe it's a bad / even matchup. I don't know. I'm going to get some stress testing of it in tomorrow, I think. So, yeah. Thanks for coming along on my constructed journey, and catch you next time.